Hi, this is Chuck. Welcome to our video question of the week. This week we get a question from Bill in Texas, and he asks, we are losing out when the end users understand their problem and they now have access to hardware. How do we provide value in those cases? That's a great question, and I always spin that around. I hear that a lot, actually, and I spin it around to our members to ask the same thing almost, is how do you really show value when the end users have access to the same training that we do, and they understand their problem, they know how to solve it, they know the hardware pretty well, they can go to the internet, buy the product, all that kind of stuff. And it does become a challenge for many of our companies, our members who haven't really focused on the value-added sale and really rely on pricing only to sell boxes, more or less. And so I think things have changed. Those days are really over, because everybody can find out what something is priced out at, I guess, and you can find product anywhere almost. So to me, the first thing you have to do is to show that you understand the problem that end user is having, that you've got to really understand their problem, and then simply the value comes from applying the technology and the solution set to what it is that their problem, address their problem that way and try to figure out how to solve that's creative and unique and different than what the limited experience of their on-site people might have the knowledge of, or have, just a broad range of experience that you gain from doing systems, in other locations. So really having that independent and outside approach, and your experience and your history, and access to certain things that the individual, say it's a hospital or school, may not have access to. That's really a key to it. The other thing is doing something unique that they can't do with their own internal resources, applying your own unique software set or an application, or your company's way of doing things that might be more creative or simpler, or a better end user experience that they would have. And really the experience, that to me, that's the key. If you can create a better experience for that end user than what they're able to do themselves internally, that's where the value really comes from. That's when the magic happens, is when you can help them understand how to use that technology in ways that their experience internally just won't allow them to have that kind of knowledge. I think that's the key. The other thing, and this is a really important thing that people miss, is that we are really, really good at system integrators. We're good at that contractor-focused approach. So in other words, we have the right tools, we have the right insurance, the right workers' comp insurance and things, we have the right team in place, we have backing that most internal resources can't provide that. So we're deadline driven, we're highly accountable, we get things done when we say we're going to do them, and all that. And a lot of times I've seen internally where things can drag on for months and months and months, where something doesn't get fixed or something doesn't get upgraded on time. When you go to an outside source like a system integrator, we know that we give a price, and we know we got to do that in as short a time as possible. That's how we make money, is doing things for the number of hours we say we're going to do them, which is deadline driven, and that usually provides a better experience for that end user. So there's lots of value-added ways that we can still do things, even when they know what their problem is, and even when they can get that hardware. We still add a very significant value to that. So thanks for the great question.